Hello everyone, it is Shay in Silver Lake. It's 75 degrees with a 12-mile-an-hour wind. It is like 5 something because I just took Landon to his first job application at the restaurant. He had to fill out an application. He's 16, he wants to work. I met a wonderful dude named Tree, and he's from Idaho. So that's you, Kim. He lives over exactly in Boise, and he knew exactly where the North End was, and I gave a shout out to your channel. And then gave him my YouTube card. Oh, look, I have a flower growing right there. See it? So cute. Anyway, it's wonderfully warm today. I got part of the garden watered. I got my old sprinkler working. And then I'm going over to my neighbor's house for a little bit. And I just wanted to get this quickly watered to see how it's working. I also got the strawberry bed cleaned out today and walked to the post office. I did a couple of videos this morning. There's a fire in Lapine. And then there's oh, look at the moon. There's a controlled burn going on, and apparently there's some kind of fire up on Hager as well. So I don't know what's going on. Couldn't get the old lump. I need to get some WD-40. Pulled some of these marigold or dandelions. I'm trying to get back here watered, but I think I need to move it just a little bit closer. So let's take a look at, I don't know, must be in an area that I can't see on Hager, but if you can tell that it's like a little bit smoky. So there's that. And then I wanted to show you this tulip. There's 2 of them, how beautiful they are. And then those purple flowers over there. I had to zip tie my tree because a deer had pushed it down. There was deer tracks. It's on my shorts video, and he broke a couple limbs on my tree, so I need to like see how that one's broken right there. Yeah. So he couldn't get at this one. Look how gorgeous this one is. Just stunning. I seen a couple bees in the yard. I just threw all the remnants of the strawberries right there. There's the strawberry bed. Look how gorgeous that's looking. So pretty. Oh. Hold on, Trevor. I gotta run in the house and grab my water. And I pulled out the big dandelions in there. So it's going to be a short video because we're heading over to my friend's house, or the neighbor's. Hold on one second. Anyway, I grabbed my water. I'm going to turn on the water. I'm going to go down to her place for a few minutes. And Bob, if you're watching, I put some mint in this container right here because he's specific. He wants spearmint. So I put some spearmint in that container. So Bob, if you're watching, come over, honk, and I'll get you going on that. Turn my sprinkler back on. Look at those dandelions, are so pretty right there. Oh, there was a bee on them. I'm going to leave that until it starts blowing out because I want to attract the bees. So anyway, I'm going to put you on pause and then I'll pick up over at her place. All right, bye. Okay, I'm over at the old school grounds. We go in that door all the time, even though it says gentlemen. That's how we go into the gym. And the gym is a fully working gym. It has a new floor. The local kids play basketball there. And then tonight there's a ballet class, or I think it's the actual show. But I wanted to come over here and show you this 100-year-old It's over 100 years because the school was built in 18 something. And they planted this tree, but the storms this last winter, like really, so they had to come and they had to cut a bunch of the tree limbs, and then they had to like stabilize it. See, there's a bunch of tree limbs on the ground. So a bunch of people came and took little starts. I've got a couple started too. And then if it doesn't work, oh look, it's got some blossoms. That's so beautiful. But it's an old apple tree. So if mine don't start, I'm gonna come and take a clipping and try again. You dip it in honey, you take your clipping at an angle, you dip it in honey, then you dip it in cinnamon, and then put it in kind of not hot water, but like warmish water. And it's supposed to grow roots. I think I have a root coming off of one of mine, but I'm not 100% sure. And I just did it with the apple tree. Look, there's a little styrofoam ball. That's funny. Oh, there's another ball. I think these are the balls that the dogs play with that they lose. Or not the little tiny one, obviously. Oh, look. 7 times 8 card. That's hilarious. It's like an old school, and then you have school stuff. That's hilarious. There's a ball out in the field, but look at that moon. How beautiful is that? I wanted to come over here and see if I could see where the fire is on Hager. But I'm not really seeing. I'll be there in a second. Sorry. They're all yelling for me. Look at that. That moon looks beautiful. And as you can see, there's different balls for all the dogs that they bring out. Like Echo Doodle, Stella, Sapphire, Gracie, Emily. Let me see if I can name them all. May May, Trigger. Did I say Artie? And then there's Daisy. Well, I can't remember 2 other ones. I can picture them, but I just can't remember them right now. Ooh, look how smoky it looks. Looks so smoky. So you can see the happy face on my shed. And there. Oh, and you know what happened today? When I was at the post office, I got a gentleman said, "Hey, are you the seed lady?" And I was all, "Yes." And then as I was leaving, because I leave seeds at the post office for anybody to pick up. And then as I was leaving, another lady said, "Hey, aren't you the flower girl?" And I was all, "Yes." And I love to be identified as by that. That means that people are excited about getting seeds. They are excited. They know who's leaving them, so they know that from my channel, they know. So even though I start every video with, "Hey, this is Shay," you know, it's like I'm still don't mind being identified as the flower lady. Oh, there's a green ball over there. Or, well, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody identifies me as the ADHD girl. That would be hilarious too. But anyway, I like that cluster of trees right there. I wish we had more trees in town. There is some. Over here, there's more. But it would be great if we can get some more trees planted. That would be awesome, I think. And if I can get these starts going on this apple tree, the next year I'll just take starts from my apple tree, and then maybe I can give out some trees to people to plant on their properties, and that would be cool, and try to get a tree thing going. Oh, which reminds me, I met a gentleman named Tree today, and he's from Boise, but he's moving to Bend. So I gave him my phone number because he's really into planting and having a garden. So he'll be able to get more seeds from me. So it was kind of an exciting day. You know, people wanting to plant things and get things growing. That is fantastic. I'm excited about that. And I know, of course, late for the prepper party with Jay and L. Jay is always getting seeds from me, and he's been planting them on his property, the new property that he's bought. And of course, I'll always give them seeds because they're really good friends, fantastic neighbors. They're another set of neighbors that I so much enjoy having. Good people. They come from good stock. You know, like, I don't know if you've ever heard that expression, but that's all growing up. I would hear when people would ask me, who's your mom and dad? And I would tell them, and they would say, oh, you come from good stock. So, because my parents had a good reputation, my grandparents had a good reputation, and my great-grandparents had a good reputation, and so forth. So, and we came here from Manitoba, Canada in the mid-1800s. My clan came from, they were from Manitoba, Canada, and they were the Swampy Cree. And there was 50 of them that left the tribe. And they came as one group traveling down through Montana. My uncle, James Jimmy Jock Bird, he decided to stay in Montana and join the Blackfeet. And he became a major part of their tribe, working his way up to a chief. And you can Google him, James Jimmy Jock Bird, B-I-R-D. And when you just type in his name in, he'll come up. He lived to be like 98 years old. He ended up dying on a reservation in Montana. And he had wives that were, he had 5 wives. So he married a Chippewa woman. So I have cousins that are Chippewa, cousins that are Blackfeet, and cousins that are Crow. So, yeah, he had a lot of children. And then his sister, Chloe, she finished coming on down through Oregon. And she ended up dying on the trail, giving birth to my great-great-grandmother, Gemma. Gemma had Henrietta. Henrietta had Mary. Mary had Maybelle. Maybelle had Catherine. And Catherine had me. So, and they ended up settling. Gemma, her dad died a few months later, my great-great-grandfather. He died a few months later of a sickness. And so she was raised with the rest of the family members that had come. And they settled in Myrtle Point. And my Henrietta was in Myrtle Point. Artie, come here. Artie. Come here, Artie. He's a Artie. There's Trigger. Stella. There's May, and here's Trigger. Here's a Trigger. Hello, May. They're playing already. And there's Stella girl. I'm surprised that this is it. May and Trigger. They're brother and sister. Everybody's fixed. And there's Artie. They're just playing. Stella! You be nice. She kind of herds the dogs. Anyway, so that's a quick history lesson on where I come from. I was born in Coquille, which is 8 miles from Myrtle Point. My mom was born in Myrtle Point. My grandmother was born in Myrtle Point. My great-grandma was born in Myrtle Point. So Gemma was born on a trail. Henrietta was born in Myrtle Point. Henrietta had Mary. She was born in Myrtle Point. Mary had Maybella, who was born in Myrtle Point. Then my mother, Catherine, who was born in Myrtle Point. And then I was born 8 miles outside of Myrtle Point in what's called Coquille. But I went to Bandon High School, which is another 16 miles towards the coast. I grew up there, partly in Bandon and partly in Reno, Nevada. I know that's kind of weird, but I went back and forth. And then Graduated in Bandon in 1991. So I'm an old lady. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. Have a wonderful day, week, hour, minute, second, month, and year. You know the schmeal. Don't forget to rewind and be kind. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate your time, and I'm always sending you good vibrations. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a peaceful evening and get lots of rest. All right, bye.